Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. I hope the voice coming good and clear. We pray to the Lord that today is going to be a blessing day for all of us, to keep us safe. Christian, Muslims, Hindus, Buddhas, all of human being, they are the children of God, and God, He loved them and He want to save them. The problem is that a human being, he is very greedy. He don't want to be saved. Human being sometimes is the same as like someone, he is from the fire department, he come to your house, he knock at your home, he say, please leave the house, it's going to cut in fire. You say, no, I don't believe you, I'm not going to go, don't worry about me, just go. And then the fire come. Human being is very greedy, very arrogant, and he do a lot of bad things to himself. It's not God doing bad things to you, it's you do that. And you know, yesterday, if you remember, we spoke about the free will. And if you watched yesterday, the call between me and the person, his name, I don't know, I forgot his name, from Bangladesh. He speaks like Zakir Naik. We found that the free will doesn't exist in Islam, and Islam is a joke. So Allah, the God of Islam, He is going to punish you for something He forced you to do, which is absolutely, stupid. In Christianity now, in Christianity, we are giving all the freedom. The only thing we don't have a freedom for is, let us say, in logical discussion, is the decision of the judge, which means it's not in my hand. I commit my crime or I commit my good, whatever it is, and then the judge decide based on what I did, where I will go. So in somehow there's a judgment, and we knew what it is. This is we cannot change, but we can change where to go. So free will is preserved and given to everybody. And today, with our free will, we give our free book to Indonesian people, translate it to them in their language. And before I start talking about it, I want to say thank you for the person, which I don't know. I have no idea who is he. I mean, he is sending messages in Skype for sure, but I don't know the person. I mean, voluntarily he did a great work, and I'm assuming that he did a good translation. I don't know really. I don't understand the language, but you people who speak the two languages and you have the two books can tell me. So I want to say thank you for doing this great work, and I think, already many of you have the other translation, which is Quran and Science, for free too. So now Indonesian people, they have two copies, one of the Quran and Science, and the other one is Deception of Allah, and both of them for free. Now, why it's important to have it for free? You see, people like me, we have little support, and the little support come. I'm very grateful from the Lord for whatever I have. So we need really more money, but isn't it saving hundreds of millions who they are poor? They cannot even, I mean, I don't know how many of those millions can afford to buy my book, but let us say only 10%. 10% is a lot of people and a lot of money. You can think about it. But for me, saving the 90% who don't have money to buy the book, who don't have even a credit card, is more important than 10% will get my book and make me maybe a lot of money. So yes, this is how we support ourselves, but this is not really, the Lord is always, He's our provider, and I'm sure there's good people always, they will help us and make donation, and we will do good anyway. The Lord is great. So we want every single Indonesian to get the book. You don't have a computer, you can open it in your phone. I think these days even the poor ones, they can get a phone. The phone is very cheap. You can get it in your phone, you can open it, you can read it, and there is a lot of information. Actually, when I wrote my book, there is a person who I know. He is a very, very high knowledgeable person in Islam. And for long, supposedly, He looked at me that's I am learning, you know. And then after I wrote my book, he was shocked. He said, I cannot believe how where you been and where you are now. This is amazing because the book contains a lot of information. It's impossible for somebody, even those who speak Arabic, to find them. And so imagine if what about the person who don't speak at all the language of Arabic? And for sure, the Arabic language is crucial in this case because Islam is as a religion is an Arab religion. Whatever they try to say to you, Islam is for everybody. It's a lie. You know, Islam is made by the Arab for the Arab. Even the Quran confirmed that. It says Allah, He sent the Quran for the city of Mecca and what is around it as Arabic book. And if you remember, just a few days ago, a person, his name is Yasser Qadri, from I think he's from Pakistan originally. He said that there is a big problem with something called huruf, which is supposedly Quran sent in many reading. And the Muslim, they say, oh, it's different in the letter here, letter there, doesn't make any difference. And for sure, this is a stupid answer to say. This is only come from someone is naive, or speaking to the naive and fooling the naive so he can relax them, like relax, you know, give you drugs. Let me give you drugs. You see, if the Quran reading is different by letter, then there is no need for Muhammad to say what he said. Look like Muslims do not even know. This is why Yasser Qadri, when he said what he said, every Muslim starts spitting at him, accusing him to be working for Christians, and they accuse him to be a Jew, and he worked for the Mossad. Yesterday he was a sheikh, today he is a shaky. Why? Because he shares some of the truth, not all of it. This guy is a big fat liar anyway. But if you see what Muhammad said, you will notice that the reading is not just letters. Just use little brain, the little brain God He gave you. Our brain is very little, you know. But being little doesn't mean that you have to be stupid. Muhammad, he keeps saying that my people cannot handle it to read the Quran in one reading, which means Islam cannot exist if we have only one recitation. You need to ask yourself here, so is it about a letter reading? My people would not be able to do it. Right now, you Muslims, you are able to read one reading. You have no problem. So is Muhammad lying? So either you have to accept that Muhammad here is lying, or you accept that Muhammad is saying the truth. And what is the truth? My people would not be able to do it. This is after what? This is after giving him the second Quran, third Quran, fourth Quran, fifth Quran, sixth Quran. So seventh Quran is what make people be able to be Muslims, not one. Who said that? Muhammad. So obviously this is not like a differentiation between here I say the letter meme, there I say the letter ain. This is not a letters. Obviously it's totally different Quran. And the proof of that, even Uthman, when he collected the Quran, which is whatever left of it actually, not the Quran, he burned all the other Quran. So if they are the same, why he burned them? Obviously there's a huge difference between them. Like imagine now I get my book and then I decide to burn my book. Right. Well, if it's the same, why I want to burn it? You know what I mean? If it's the same, why want to burn it? And if the Quran came in many reading, why you want to burn the reading which Allah He gave you anyway? So if every one of them, he wrote the Quran in the reading according to Muhammad, how he gave it to them, well, still they are legitimate. Uthman, he burned them. Why? Because obviously this is not about reading. Those are totally different Quran. And Muhammad, because he's a fraud, he cannot repeat the same verse twice correctly. He sent me 7 Quran. You know, ask yourself, okay, why Allah want to send the Quran in Arabic? And the people who speak Arabic very well, the Arab, they are the Bedouin. Those people, they are not capable of doing it. Doing what? You know, and those are the Arab. So how a guy who lives in Indonesia He have no idea what Arabic is. He is capable to be a Muslim. You know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm saying? How a person from Indonesia or from Pakistan or from China, he is capable of being a Muslim today. That means there is none of them is capable to be a Muslim today. It's a lie. Muhammad, he insists we need 7 Qur'ans. If the Arab cannot do it, you can do it. Like the guy yesterday, supposedly he was reading for me in Arabic. I was dying from his Arabic. Well, this is not Arabic. You know, they open the Quran pages here, as I showed you before, and they go to like resembling Arabic. You know, they do resemble Arabic sound. They don't know Arabic really. Yesterday I opened it. What it was? I forgot which page. Yeah, anyway, it's here somewhere, like, you know, where they're making the sound of the Arab or reading Arabic, but it is not Arabic, you know. Let's see. And you know, if Quran, if Allah gave the Quran in 7 languages or 7 reading, all of them they are Arabic, and that will make the Arab understand it. So shouldn't Allah send 7 Quran for you in Indonesian language? How silly, how stupid. But this is what happened. Muhammad is a fraud, he's a fool. At the same time, he always finds something to cover his bum. So he said, as an excuse for the garbage he come with, none of our revelation, supposedly Allah gave him this, none of our revelation do we abrogate or cause to be forgotten. So Muhammad here, he says, okay, Allah, he caused me to forget Quran. What I will do? We have a solution, don't worry. Okay, what is the solution? But we are going to make something better or similar. Here you notice the stupidity of this phrase. Because Allah saying he will make Quran better than the Quran of Allah. And Allah will cause you to forget the Quran, so he will give you something similar. Look, it's like saying this. I will make you forget the following sentence. Muhammad is a fool. And then Allah, he gave you something similar. Fool is Muhammad. So what the difference between them? So why you cause him to forget the first one, and now you are giving him something similar? And to make it more horrible, he said something better or similar. What kind of God he says such a statement about his own words? Because how God he write words better than his words? This is why always when they want to recite the Quran to promote Islam, they bring somebody have a very nice voice. So when you hear the Quran, you say, ah, this is nice, wow, beautiful. It is the sound, my friend. Don't make them fool you. What about you read the context of what he's reading, what he's saying? It's disgusting, it's shameful, it's stupid, it's harmful, it's dangerous. It's like somebody making a CD, and his voice is nice, but everything there is the F word. And there's too many of them these days. Disgusting. People playing those songs in their cars with no shame. Because a human being mind became corrupt. And this is exactly Islam. They think this is nice. They think this is beautiful. And yet nobody understands even what this guy is saying. So thank you. May the Lord bless you. And until we see you soon again, Christ is Lord, Islam is false. And see you soon. Take care.